Hello, hello, hello. So we haven't done the mists yet, and we're finally out of hard stock out of 11. So we did a mists 13 earlier today. I did not actually play these talents. I think I played Bounding Stride, and this, as well as this. But I think from now I would probably play that. The mist, you could even consider going for Wrecking Throw for Lost Boss to break shield a bit faster, because it's a bit naughty. Or possibly even this, to lose some damage going out of it, but it should be fine. Don't need intervening mists in my opinion, can be very good, but for the charges for example, but then I get knocked back. This is what we're playing now. And I did end up going for Defender's Aegis because there's plenty of places where I actually need double shield wall, even if I strongly dislike this talent. Because we gain less rage. I don't like playing Blood Surge either. Feels like you lose some utility. This is what I played. And let's go over to the VOD and let's make it quick. Gonna do 1.5 times speed, so I will also show you what we're playing, okay? Real quick. We are skipping that. This is first pull, doing that, then boss. Then we take these from over wall, then you just play something else. We skip these, we played these. I think we take Reavers with that. I actually think we might have taken these and then this into boss. And then this. It's not that great. I know we pulled this pack and then chained into boss. Rest is just RNG, right? Okay. First pull, there's a few important things. And there's a bolt that's always casting on the from the harvester. The soul cleavers is doing tank busters, which you can spell effect. They're just gonna do it now, so I'm spell effecting and trying not to move. If you move, you might desync them, which I did now somehow. I don't know why, but as you can see, only one of them casted now, and the other one is coming. This applies a debuff that is increasing your damage taken by like 20%, I believe. So it also applies that debuff if you reflect it. The villager dies at 20%. It's also doing a frontal as well as this channel on someone. When it finishes channeling, you get turned into a fucking overgrowth, a seed, or whatever. You can invis it, you can probably immune it, etc. Want to kick the harvester? The harvester is also doing they recalled harvest essence, I think. I think it heals during so. The soul cleavers, you can see the buff that they've got now. That one gives them leech. That's why I'm kiting. Alright, after this, we're skipping this as well. We're going straight for shrooms. As a prot warrior, I would probably recommend playing that, because it's not a very hard pack, and yeah. But in general, it's pretty shit. It's like 4% count. But we're just playing bow breakers. And we go both. These don't do much. We chose to do them same time, but if you don't know what your healer can do, I would not recommend doing them same time. Going boss, ideally you get the first reflect in. This was kicked. Want to focus tree? The way we're doing is we're trying to communicate about when we have CDs, etc. But we have to send something on the tree from start. Also, this boss does a frontal. They also take turns in subjugating each other, basically. We want to bait these balls here because we're a lot of melees, so whoever's standing on the other side is standing wrong, because it means that we're going to have a lot of shit and a lot of running. At this point, he did Embrace Darkness, which means he's taking 80% damage reduction, I believe. Once the tree phase at 20%, then he, I don't know, he subjugates the boss, and the boss is taking double damage. You can see our DK is popping off soon, I believe. Should be at least, and so is the enhancement. They're both fucking pumping. We are gonna end up tree facing though, I believe. And this is just rinse repeat. keep on kicking the ball, you can reflect it. It's quite a lot of damage. My damage is low as fuck because I'm actually playing some worse talents than I showed. Maybe we are actually two-facing it. Yeah, we're staying on boss. Kick the reflect. Sucked. And now we trigger the seed because then you spawn here. We're pulling the defenders and we're also pulling the side. It's a bit scary when you pull the side. Gotta be quick at picking them up. The Shaper does a cast. If the cast goes through, the Shaper gets a buff, which is rooting everyone else. The Guardian is doing a tank buster. Is it the Guardian? Yeah, and the defenders are charging people. You could intervene that charge, but it's also going to be annoying getting knocked as a tank. The Fox, the Stalker, does a jump, which is applying a bleed. You can reflect that if it's lucky and it's on you. Not much else on this pack. This maze is random. Now we've got 2 defenders, 2 stalkers. Ideally you would focus stalkers to actually live this pool. Rinse repeat. Right, the defenders, the puddle that they're dropping is also giving 30% DR to mobs standing in it. Do not stand in it yourself, it fucking hurts. The tenders is also doing a cast which gives a buff that heals everyone. As you can see, they're fucking pumping. I've got a hard time holding aggro. We're having a pretty good maze in my opinion. Now we've got mini boss and we're not taking anything on it because, well, the damage from this mini boss is quite a lot. The shred armor increases damage taken by 20% per stack and it stacks up. This puddle heals, you can stand in it as a tank. But it doesn't really matter because it's only tank buster that hurts here, nothing else really. I used my shield wall too early, so I wasted 1 charge here. This is fucking hurting a lot, because the next pack is this one, which is 2 guardians, 2 tank busters, 1 tender, 1 shaper, and 1 stalker. So the way to kind of do this is you would probably let the first cast go through and then reflect the second one. You probably want to use spellblock for it as well. I'm not sure if it actually helps, but you can see I'm taking 2 million damage per second. That's a lot. Like, fuck ton. There's also a stinger in this maze, which applies a magical debuff, which hurts when it runs out. It hurts in an AoE circle. Sorry. We're pulling, which we probably shouldn't have. Because I don't have enough things and it's fucking hurting and I didn't pull it even. As you can see, I went in, bam, 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 almost died insta. It's hurting so fucking much. It's actually crazy. We're chaining into bars in a bit. We really want to look for the reflex zone. That was toxic as fuck, so I got the fox bite on me. But I am fine. He's healing it like a Chad. If you hit the Vulpin with the balls, he dies. So try and do that. There's also cast that only the tank can kick. It's also going on the tank. If it goes through, you get disoriented, it hurts a lot, and you usually end up standing in a fucking ball wave then, and you die. At specific percentages, you get phase where you want to look for the odd add and you want to kill that. So this one is filled, that is odd. Kill it, and you want to aim the beam through it because it hurts the clone a lot, as you saw when it shot them out. Just banged its HP down. Kite the fox. When you get hit by the fox, if it reaches you, you turn into an ice block. And that is basically this boss fight. Go down, trigger the seed to get a new spawn point here. Pulling right side into this, the Staghorn is doing 2 casts, and also an AoE cast which can't be kicked. First cast is a magic damage shield, second cast is a channel heal, and the acid gullets and the gorges are just doing random spits and shit on the ground. Pa, 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 pa. Trainer? I need to make that smaller. There's nothing much more to this, by the way. Ads are the same. These lavas, when they die, they leave puddles. They hurt. Don't stand in poo-poo puddles. It's disgusting. Well. We're going boss, and what we're doing on this boss, wait, we're actually playing this first. And we're getting these, which is hurting a fuck ton. Because I'm like focusing on trying to pull, which I shouldn't. It is actually really fucking tight, this key, by the way. This percentage is not enough. Otherwise it wouldn't be tight. And we're also having a death on boss. I think I might have cried if we wouldn't have timed this. And now what we're doing is we're stacking up, so the poo-poo puddles aren't too spread. The ads also drop poo-poo puddles when they die. I get mind link, which means that all damage I take is shared to other people as well. And I think it also increases damage taken. You wanna jump away. That's how you break it. You move away from people, and it breaks the bond. He spawns ads, which is fixating on people. Wanna control it. What else? He does this shield. During this shield, it hurts a fuck ton. Wanna kill it? That's why you could consider going for Wrecking Throw. Because it's like a 500k hit. We're moving a bit too much and it turns messy, this fight. I don't know why we're actually losing so much time as we are. Are we having more than one death here? That is, by the way, the boss though. Rinse, repeat. And since we are this many melee, and even if you are less melee and more ranged, you wanna do stack ups. Because you don't want things to be all over the fucking place. And the CDR for heroic clip is actually massive for this boss, by the way. Like, his HP is barely moving the past 2 minutes. Now our DK dies and we'll leave poo poo on the ground. It's getting crazy tight. I should have just stayed and killed it there. Now we're pulling a Reaver. He's resting, we're pulling a Reaver. Was just seeing the fucking time tick down here. Ugh. That was a scary time. But it was a GG's. Went from not having a single 12 in time to time I missed 13. I hope this helps someone. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for hanging out.